Uploading.
I'll be here, Cal.
How did you and the Anchorites end up building this archive?
Well, we began our work in the holy city of JEDI, preserving whatever we could find of the Jedi tradition.
Sounds like a dangerous place to collect outlawed teachings.
Too dangerous. After one too many close calls with the Empire, I convinced the Narkis to relocate here. We found this abandoned monastery. Set about building everything you see.
I can't believe you did all this in only a couple of years.
Well, it's been hard work, but once I understood my calling, I had to answer it.
That you did. It hurt when you left. Felt like you quit on us in the middle of a fight.
I know.
But you were trying to restore the Order. Rebuild what was lost. The fight is never your goal.
Are you so sure it's yours? You're welcome here anytime.
So I understand you've been trying to fight the Empire on your own.
I had some help from a few friends.
And where are they now?
Gone.
I see. Well, you're nothing if not brave, Cal. And from what Seer tells me, willing to put your life on the line for those you love. Just remember, the Empire will twist our actions, however noble, to serve their aims.
I'll remember that, Master Cordova.
You know, I never thought you'd end up as a librarian, Seer.
And I never thought you'd settle down and run a saloon. That's quite a change of pace, and a lot of responsibility.
You know, I age like a fine Alderanian wine. I know it's been a minute since you've seen me in action, but old greasy money only gets better with age.
True. You running any sabacc tables?
No, I am done with gambling. Done with it. Forever. Mostly.
Well, I'm proud of you, Grease.
Can it before you make me blush?
Hey, Cal, hold on. I've had this since I started freelancing. It's gotten me out of some bad situations, and I figured it might do the same for you. It's Marin, right? Well, I could get another one if you think you might want it.
No need. Oh,
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
The Master always frowned upon using blasters.
you once said it wasn't the weapon that makes you a Jedi.
It's us against the galaxy, Cal. We've got to use every advantage we can find against the Empire.
Thanks, Bode.
show you how to use it.
A real stormtrooper won't stay still.
Gotta start somewhere. There you go.
Not bad, Jedi.
So, how long have you been working for Seer?
I do not work for Seer.
Right. My mistake. Relax, Cal. Just concentrate and pull the trigger. You're really giving it to that guy.
Cal does not like stormtroopers.
He does.
Impressive.
I think you got it, Cal. This is a smart operation Seer's put together.
Why do you say that?
All this rock? Natural shielding against sensors.
Yeah, and if anyone makes it past all that, the Anchorites have plenty of holobooks to throw at them.
Yeah, you can see how Seer's managed to evade the Empire for so long. She makes her own luck, keeping so much of her power held back to achieve a larger goal.
Yeah. There's definitely more to her than meets the eye.
You two have that in common. Let's catch up later.
It's nice seeing you again, Merrin.
You too, Cal. Good luck. Perhaps I will still be here when you return.
Hope so. I can't believe Master Cordova is really here. All that time following in his footsteps.
I have enjoyed getting to know him. I've never met a Jedi with a better sense of humor.
You've only met me and Seer.
That's right. Try not to die out there.
Let's pick our destination.
We're Kobo bound. Maybe those anchorites aren't so bad after all.
Didn't you call them weirdos?
That was before Seer told me they're helping those poor refugees hide from the Empire.
That right?
Yeah, working with the group called the Hidden Path. Real hush-hush stuff, so keep it in the family.
Understood.
It was nice to see everyone again.
Yeah, it really was. So, Cordova thinks we'll find out how to cross the Abyss by tracking down Dagon's old haunts?
That's right. You ever been there?
Once. Used to be a settlement. Now it's just a bunch of crumbling stone spires and creepy ruins. This is your captain speaking, inviting you to grab some seat so we can land.
Watch yourself around the stone spires, Cal.
What'd you hear?
Apparently the Raider base isn't too far from there.
Thanks for the warning.
I need a little grease time.
Haven't used these since the scrapyard on Braca. Prof gave them to me. Haven't used these since the scrapyard on Braca. Prof gave them to me. Cordova's toolbox from Bogano. Most of his things are probably still there, waiting for someone. This Shio bird's feather is supposed to bring good luck. Huh. There's Grease's salt shaker. Where did I put the pepper? Every day I wonder if I made the right call.
Look after him out there, BD.
Master Cordova's research shows an abandoned settlement past the east side of the valley. Let's go check it out.
Hey, Cal, good to see you. Always something to do.
Do you ever miss the glory days, Cal? The cut and thrust, the rough and tumble.
That sounds like every day. Not that it's glorious.
Well, I certainly had some glorious years. I'm sure I never told you about the incident over at Munilinst.
Don't think you did.
I was personally escorting a shipment of, let's call it a sensitive luxury product. Unfortunately, we were accosted by a customs longship. The fence had failed to update our transponder codes and our vessel was marked. Well, push comes to shove, and we were boarded. I've got 3 customs officers waving blasters under my nose, so what do? I throw on the waterworks. Oh, Cal, you cannot imagine. I'm swearing up and down about everything from past marriages to lower back pain. Almost work, too. But one pesky officer decided to kick open a shipping container full of the slightly incriminating powder.
Guess the jig was up.
Oh, Cal, you're looking at a professional. I told them that they were looking at the ashes of 1,000 ritually cremated Sereno war heroes. And by the stars, they bought it. The inspectors actually bought it. That, Cal, is why I'm here instead of rotting in a Munilinced work camp.
You know anything about the High Republic settlement off towards the swamps?
Well, of course. The whole area was devastated when the moon fell on it. You're heading there, aren't you?
Yeah. Need some information from the ruins.
Well, watch your step. Rockfall is a big problem. Unless increasing your friction coefficient is another one of your talents. That was a physics joke.
Okay. Thanks for the warning.
Oh, local legend holds that those ruins are chock full of ghosts. Of course, I would not believe in that kind of thing. But you tell me if you saw one, yeah?
You bet. A lot of prospectors around here. Have you ever tried your hand at mining Priorite?
Once. I found it enlightening. Some prospectors invited me to join them on an expedition. We descended to the mines, but when my back was turned, they fled.
They ditched you?
Yes. Alone, I calmly walked through the darkness, trusting my intuition. I found another exit.
And the prospectors?
Dead. Gorako attack. If I had chased them, I would have perished too. Let this be a lesson. Always go your own way. Sojourner, you smell of smoke and sand.
I should take another shower then. Talk to you later, Tulok.
You're back.
Perceptive.
Also not as dumb as I first thought.
Thanks.
Go on now. I'm busy.
You ever leave this booth?
Thinking about it. Wouldn't hold your breath, though.
Barkeep.
You look tired. Take a load off. Word is there's a traveling troubadour and a DJ droid from the core worlds on Kobo.
Not what I expected you to say. Any idea where they're there?
They've hiked out onto the valley plateau to sample the sounds of the wild.
And the sounds of the wild can come from creatures that kill you.
Can't drop those beats if you're dead.
I'll see if I can find them.
I suspected as much.
So you and Grease have any big dreams for this cantina?
Well, there's a stage collecting dust. Perhaps one day we'll hire some off-world bands. That'd sure help us stand out.
I'd say standing out isn't your problem.
Fair point. But just so you know, the band at my previous gig packed more heat than a Hutt's honor guard.
And until this raider situation is under control, let the music play on.
Hey, sport, can't chat now. Keeping an eye on those two treasure hunters who just showed up. Remember to relax every now and then, will you? Too much tension in the coils is bad for the joints, if you catch my drift.
Till next time, pal.
Another time.
Got a second, Monk?
Good to see you, Cal.
If you need a hand, we're an oasis in the sand. And if you're dying of thirst, well, a drink they ain't the worst. And if you're running from a blaster, better run a little faster. Run to Pyloon Saloon, and we hope we see you soon.
Private table.
All right, then.
Whoa, easy, Grok. Sorry about my friend here. He's just a little guarded.
Yeah, I get it.
Name's Dana. You might say my partner and I have a talent for turning opportunity into profit.
I'm Cal. This is BD.
Noisy little thing.
We're thinking of heading to Dredger Gorge. Ever been?
Once or twice. I'd be careful out there. That's gang turf.
Gang turf?
Grok! Sure it ain't that bad.
The hell I'm risking my neck on gang turf.
Hey, it was great meeting you, Cal. Got some business to discuss with my old pal here.
Come on, BD.
It's like they say, Big Wheel. There's only one way to train a deep space pilot. Send them a bad hyperspace chart and hope they've got brains.
So how'd you two meet anyway?
All started with this merc crew I joined. Grok had been recruited a few months earlier.
On account of my good looks.
That's right. And me on account of being the smoothest thing since hot blubber. Anyways, things were good until our outfit tried to pull one over on the Empire. So
We took off and started our own thing. The rest of the outfit ended up dead or imprisoned.
With the car, Grok. I was telling it.
Kid doesn't need our whole life story.
Point is, Grok and I realized that we're better off just the two of us.
We know the feeling.
So why don't you go down the rope?
You know why, old man. My leg's no good.
That accident was 6 stinking years ago.
And I haven't walked straight since.
Know anything about the High Republic residences on Kobo?
Oh, when I first got here, I did a little exploring of my own. I went into a place, and then I heard creepy voices, and I got out of there in a hurry.
I'll let you know if I hear any voices, Grease.
Wise guys.
You just go.
Not
right
now,
ahead.
Cal. I'm pretty sure Monk reorganized my entire spice rack. But I don't know exactly what he changed. But I don't hate it. Huh. Could he actually know what he's doing? After being back on the Manus, this saloon is looking filthy by comparison. Maybe some cleaning will help.
How long have the Raiders been here?
Few years. Not long after I arrived. I don't know a planet in the Outer Rim free of raiders in general, but these bedlam bastards have changed Kobo forever. Most hunters know you cull when you need to, and you stop hunting when a herd gets too low. These raiders kill for sport, and made a lot of those beasts much more hostile to us. Take Shepherd-Pedes, for example. When they lose habitat, they get territorial and fight back.
Same as us, really.
Sure enough. Biggest mistake our kind ever made was thinking we are any different. Watch yourself out there.
You do the same, Mosey.
Hey, got a sec? Looks like I've met your whole crew, Cal. The old crew, that is. Seemed like there was some tension between you and Seer, huh?
It's always a little strange seeing someone after being apart for years.
Don't have too many people like that in my life. But that probably says more about me than you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's just me and Kata. And that's about as much as I can handle these days. The more people in your life, the more you can lose. You know? When Kobo's moon was shattered, the Republic settlement collapsed, leaving those spires. That place isn't just an old ruin. It's a tomb. Don't forget about that shattered moon. Cordova seems to think it was important.
Good call.
Might just be Grease's stew talking, but this place is beginning to grow on me.
Come back later, yeah?
Hey, Zig. What's going on?
Enjoying the view. Not often we get this much of a crowd at Pyloon's.
Cal, I've got a question for an accomplished warrior like yourself. Say your enemies are closing in fast, with blasters drawn and murder in their eyes.
Okay.
What do you do?
I focus on the moment and trust my training. Overthinking what will happen can make you freeze up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the most important thing is to know what you're fighting for.
My life?
And that's a start.
I wish I could be a fearless warrior like you. But I can't, so I'm glad you're around.
Hey there.
Seeing these battle droids about takes one back, doesn't it?
Maybe a bit.
Oh, the Clone Wars. Those were the good years.
I've never heard anyone say that before, Moran.
Oh, sure. A separatist secession backed by tax-loathing free marketeers begins. Just as I'm establishing a profitable extrajudicial shipping operation. They paired like wine and flatcakes.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Apologies, I'm being insensitive. You probably fought in the Clone Wars as a child soldier, right?
No, not exactly.
Well, I suppose it's all over now, one way or another.
Seeing these High Republic ruins with my own eyes. How do you go back to the Academy after that?
Not something I expected to hear from a historian.
I didn't expect it either. Originally, I couldn't wait to wall myself into a library. Why visit one dig site when you could read about 30, right?
So what made you decide to leave?
It is hard to describe, but the more I learned, the more I wanted to get my hands dirty and live it. Not just read about it on a calf-stained terminal, you know? We'll talk soon.
So you're a fortune teller?
Not exactly, though prospectors do ask me to read the planet's fortune from time to time.
They want you to tell them where to mine, right?
Exactly. But my gift is not so precise as to provide specific locations. What I see, I share. It is up to them to interpret my visions as they see fit. Sojourner.
Seems like the raider problem here is getting worse on the daily.
They've got a new leader. No surprise they're getting bolder.
Well, I guess that's why they call it hazard pay. Not much to be done, is there?
Talk like that's gonna get us both killed.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's get his take. What do you propose we do, Cal?
Why don't you get off-world? Try your hand somewhere less dangerous.
Kid's right, damn it. Let's get out of here before we get worse than killed.
We ain't throwing everything away just 'cause things got a little hairy. This is just what we scrappers do. We grab anything that looks valuable.
And hope it isn't load-bearing. Yeah, I get it. But you're underestimating the raiders.
Due respect, we've made it this far. And there's no way I'm quitting.
We're?
Right. No way we're quitting now.
Hey, we're thinking of plugging fresh energy cores into the dams at Dredger Gorge. See if we can get them working again.
Not a bad idea. Where'd you learn to do that?
Old friend of ours. Top-notch engineer. Had a winning smile, too.
That he did.
Good friend to have around.
You'd think. But the guy shorted us on our cut after a big take. So, Grok may have left an anonymous tip with the authorities.
Yeah.
This how you treat all your friends?
Don't you mind, Cal. Real friends like you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Talk later, buddy.
What?
How did Boglings end up on Kobo?
You can thank Grease for that. He brought him here on accident, is what I heard at least. Raiders kill him in droves. I've seen him.
Why would anyone kill a Bogling?
Exactly. You can't eat him, can't skin him, can't even trade with him. One of the Bedlam Raider chiefs used to shoot him for fun.
Just point me in his direction.
Don't bother. I handled it already.
All right.
Later, BD.
I know things are pretty tough right now, but think about the old days. Remember that scrape on Dathomir, Kashyyyk?
That was a close call, and now it's even more dangerous.
I wonder what it'll be like on the other side of all this, you know? Assuming we live through it. I'm good, Cal.
Cal, how good to see you.
You too, Z.
Should you find any data discs from my day, I'd be happy to decrypt them for you. I imagine there are many that remain lost on Kobo.
We'll let you know if we do.
Oh, Cal, it's delightful to see you fully intact.
Holding up okay?
Fine, thanks. It's not the first time this frontier has been terrorized by marauders, you know. But once more, the noble Jedi Knights rise to the occasion.
I appreciate the thought, Z, but we should watch the whole noble knight stuff.
Yes, of course. Good luck tracking down those leads, and please, do let me know if you find anything.
Stay safe, and keep an eye out for more raiders.
Oh, I will.
Seems like you and Doma have some history.
That's right. She took me in, showed me around, hid me, because I was on the run, Cal.
On the run, huh? What'd you do?
The heist of the century. Every bounty hunter in the galaxy was after me.
You pulled off a heist?
Is that so hard to believe?
Well, yeah.
And that's how I pulled it off. No one thinks much of me around here, so they never see me coming. They never see me coming. And that's when I get them.
Great to see you.
I don't see what all the fuss is about with that droid.
I think she's talking about Z.
It's like that's all people want to talk about.
A droid that old is pretty exciting.
Well, I'm old. No one wants to talk about me. Look, let me tell you. I was one of the first people in this town, and I have seen a whole lot of fads and flavors of the week.
Like what?
Once had a fire juggler come in. People paid to see her, too. 50 credits a pop.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. Till she burned half the food silo down.
Ah, not fun.
See, stuff that's new is exciting, sure, but what really counts is consistency. Reliability.
Well, hey there, traveler.
Hi there.
Don't mind the beast. She don't like strangers. The mountain don't neither. You be careful.
We'll try. Thanks.
Prospector's Folly, we call it. Pretty treacherous. Crawling with all kinds of dangers.
Sounds like our kind of place.
There's stuff beyond these crags that make your blood run cold.
Oh, we could tell you some stories. Good find, BD. Guess the platform isn't here.
What's your name, lad? If I'm to hold a grudge, best to know the name.
I'm Cal. This is BD1.
My bantam old mum dubbed me Scuba Stev. Scuba the Fisher, am I?
You know, there's a fish tank down in Pyloon Saloon that could use some attention.
Pyloon Saloon? That'll have an infested watering hole down in your valley.
All right. Did I ask?
Fine, twist my arm. I'll do it. Meet me at the saloon and we'll appraise this so-called tank. Ken, you couldn't stay away. You didn't forsake the sea spray once it's missed in your gums.
I guess not.
You're the aspect of a fisher, lad. And, lucky for you, we're perched just above the lair of the sea fish.
Sea fish, huh?
That's right. An impossible catch. No fisher in the right mind would pursue such a quarrelsome foe. No fisher, but Scuba Stev. You see that one?
That was pretty impressive.
You still think I'm small time, eh?
No, I believe
Well
you.
then. I've no choice but to regale you with my bleak-most history. Tarry a moment, and I'll tell you a thing or two about old Scuba Stev. So, you wish to prick up your ears and receive the tale of Scuba?
If you're sharing stories, we'll listen.
Then you be a fool, my lad. A sordid tale will bring you nothing but grief and woe.
Okay, well, if you're not sharing stories, we'll...
Oh, fine, I'll tell you. At your own insistence, and at your own peril. My story begins in a small village on the frozen banks of Sakavi Tar, my home world. Nights black as quillfish innards. Winters so cold, a stern look could turn you to glass.
Doesn't sound like the easiest place to grow up.
Difficult, aye. From the moment your mother's milk froze on your tongue to the moment you foundered upon frozen streets. You see, the fishes, they had the right of it. They dwelt far below the ice, where warm currents danced like ribbons in the wind. To fish so scarce a quarry, on account of the great fish famine, well, it's nae a mild undertaking. But for all me belly-aching now, there's a peaceful enough life for a wee Sakavian with an instinct for the rod.
So you discovered your talent early.
Such a talent was I, that as a lad, nae hardly sporting my first prickly chin hair, I was given an audience with Undone. But that'll be a tale for another time. Oh, and some advice, lad. If you're planning to scale the mountain, you'll need to keep a strong grip.
got you, Shanna. Thanks.
We got one. It's fine. It's fine. Ah! Everything burns. You're afraid. Have this. On target.
Toss me a sim, bud.
Hello? Who's there?
I barred the passage. I'm sorry.
Farewell. Oh, a newcomer. Who are you?
I'm Cal. This is BD-1.
Are you here to rescue us?
We were just exploring. How long you been here?
We have been trapped down here for at least a standard cycle. Maybe more.
We?
Ah, yes. It is just me. And has been for some time. But you have cleared the way. Are the raiders gone then?
We took care of them. Maybe you should leave before more come.
Yes, I will return to the outpost at Rambler's Reach. We had a domicile there. I hope to see you again. I will leave for Rambler's Reach soon. But first, I must gather my thoughts. The outpost, yes. I wonder how much of our old home remains.
Ugh. The smell down here is potent. What is that? Acid? Let's keep her distance. My son. The raiders have rigged this place. Don't think I'll be able to move it.
Target spotted.
Can't use this lift yet.
Hello. I don't want to patrol anymore.
Here we go! Hey, this is a good find.
What? Who are you?
Let's see what's up ahead, buddy.
Eyes up, trooper. Intruder. Do we open fire? Let's shoot him. Negative. This force field can withstand anything these locals throw at it. Authorized access only. Turn back, scum.
Just passing through, officer.
Nothing that ain't made of Durasteel is passing through this electron wall. Weapons hot, sir. Let's shoot him before he gets ideas. Negative. We've got our orders.
Sure you can't make an exception?
You smell that, scum? That's Imperial air you're breathing. So get back before I forget my orders and we see how tough you really are.
Why don't you drop the shield and we'll find out?
Night.
You will lower the shield. I'm not worth your time. It's easier to let me through.
You're not worth my time, scum. It's easier to let you through. Sir? TK-783 to base command. Lower the shield. What? Wait, what? The shield is down! Blast him!
We need to use this. Thanks, PD.
Game over.